I forgot that whenever I press on Photo Booth app, it will just start a new video. Oh well. So hopefully you figured out the graph for this and the piecewise for this. So if I am to put it into piecewise notation, I'm just going to do that first, okay? You see that okay? Okay, so let me think. I'm just going to use my rule here. If what's in the bars is positive, what did the bars do? Say nothing. Nothing, yes, that's right. Okay, so that means we would just have x plus 4, right? I just dropped the bars. But that's only if what's in the bars is positive. That's only if, and I'm going to throw 0 in there also, okay? It's only if x, what's in the bars, if x is greater than or equal to 0. By the way, do you notice that we're already starting to see a change? I mean, it's not a huge, big deal, but I'm just noticing up here I had to take into account that what's in the bars was something big, x plus 4. Down here, what's in the bars is just an x. So that's why I just have an x over there. Okay, now, what do the bars do if what's in them is negative? They negativize that negative, right? So that means this would become its opposite, just like that, right? Plus the 4. But that's only if what's in the bars is negative. So I'm never here this late at my house, so it's kind of cute. I get to see my 10-year-old, or 11-year-old now, and her friend riding off to go to elementary school. Bye, sweetie. Okay. Anyway, so let's graph that thing, okay? So now you're not probably going to be quite as fast at graphing these things just because you've done them 0 times and I've done them like 500. But I kind of just see, hey, look, are these lines? This is how I do it. I'm like, okay, let's take the easy one first. When x is greater than or equal to 0, this is a line, isn't it? X plus 4, slope of 1, y-intercept of 4. So what's that look like? Okay, I'll tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a y-intercept of 4, slope of 1, bam, just like that, okay? Now, let's take the more complicated case when x is less than 0. Here we have a negative slope, but still the same y-intercept, right? So 4. So I just know it's just going to negative slope, negative 1, bam, it's going to come in like that. There's going to be a V shape, that characteristic V shape that all absolute value, well, not all, but linear absolute value graphs have. Okay? Like that's it. So, you know what I realized? I can give you some notes just in Google Docs, and that way you don't have to watch me write them, and you can just transcribe them. So I'll put the notes for this and for piecewise functions in another, in like a Google Doc or something, all right? Now, you're going to maybe feel a little more silly merely transcribing into your notes what's already in a Google Doc. I would just recommend you do it. Even the act of writing them will give your brain another pass at the material, and it will also probably force your brain to make sense of what you're writing down. Neither of those will happen if you merely look at the Google Doc, okay? So I would recommend putting what's in the Google Doc into your notes. Man, I miss you guys. I really hope that I can be back. Well, I guess not Wednesday, but certainly Thursday, jeepers, all right? Take care.